Hey, well, this here strib, otherwise known as Full Metal Fanta, and I don't have anything really significant to say in this video, but I want to make some observations based on the kind of when you smell something, maybe you haven't smelled it for a long time, and it triggers memories. When I was at Epcot Center one time in Florida, I walked into this French bakery, and what I smelled, the split second I walked into that place, took me back to my childhood in Europe and going into German bakeries when I was a kid, buying broochen and things, and the smell from that pastry shop, the French pastry shop, triggered an intense memory experience. And if you've ever been in the military, there's smells associated with your jobs. I'm sure that that jet pilots get triggered when they smell jet fuel and stuff like that. And for guys like me, it was stuff like the smell of musty canvas. Really took me back to my days in the Marine Corps. And it's not a really common smell in the real world, unless maybe you're a tarp maker or something. But musty canvas really sets me off. I have a whole warehouse is full of musty canvas things, from sea bags and shelter halves to packs and everything else. In my day, when I was in the Marine Corps, as you may know if you follow any of my videos, my most recent acquisition in the gun world is a reproduction M-1 carbine chambered in .22 long rifle, and it's just the funnest gun in the whole world you could possibly imagine. And it's very faithful to the original in terms of the stock and accoutrement. About the only difference between an original M1 carbine and this M1 carbine is the chambering and the action. This is straight blowback. So I got the gun. I'm real tickled with it. Can't wait to take it back to the range. One problem that I had with it was everything on the sights, for example, are plastic. So they were able to save some weight, bring it down to what the original M1 carbine weighed, right around 5 pounds. But one little problem I had with it was that the barrel band was plastic. Here it is. And it had a plastic bayonet lug on it. Well, they added the bayonet lug later in the production of the M1 carbine, which didn't come out really till 1942. And the original ones, they didn't have that bayonet lug. So, and since everything is more or less interchangeable with the real thing, I went ahead and ordered a real thing barrel band without the bayonet lug, and I just put it on my gun, and it looks pretty cool. It brings it back to kind of an original state when these things were first issued around 1942. Here's the new barrel band right here. But here's what happened. I got this. I put it on the gun, and I smelled it. And it smells like military gunmetal. I can't describe it. I've bought dozens of guns in the last, 40 years and such, and very few of them have been. Well, some of them have been military, like surplus kinds of stuff, but there's just, I'm smelling this band. And I don't know, maybe it's the bluing compound or whatever, but it has this very distinctive military gunmetal smell. And number one, it's driving me crazy. And number two, it's taking me back to the early 70s and my days when this was a much more common smell in my life than it is now. I just can't get over it. It's not an original piece. It's a reproduction piece. But I guess, I don't know. It must be the bluing compound is all I can think of. But it smells very, very much. It's got this Paris Island smell that just really sucks me back. I can't tell you how powerful this is. I'm going to be sniffing it every time I take this out of the gun cabinet and make sure it smells like it's already starting to fade. But it was in a plastic bag when I got it. It's just, I can't tell you how delighted I am smelling this stupid piece of metal. So that's basically all I got to say, because it's just strib, and you know me, I'm just a gun guy, and I'm pretty innocuous. 22 caliber city over here. So thanks for popping in and listening to what I had to say, because I just can't get over it. It smells so cool. I'll see you guys.